Hello everyone, this is the recording for week 5. This week we're talking about Outlook customization options. Outlook is an email client that is used to manage email information such as sending and receiving messages across the internet. Outlook can also manage an address book and organize a calendar. You're to read in the Microsoft Outlook section of your textbook, chapters 1 and 2. The discussion board, you're going to look for Outlook customization options to discuss and explain. Don't forget your APA reference and 3 responses. Try not to explain every customization, but just pick 1 or 2 so that we don't have so much repeat. The week 5 assignment has 2 parts. One part is to compose an email with an attachment and a signature to several people. Part 2, you're going to create appointments in a calendar and save it as an ICS. You're going to compress the week 5 folder and submit that. So the week 5 assignment part 1 is to compose an email. Now I'm going to go to the class and go to week 5 because I want to make sure that everyone understands when you create the email, this is the message that you're going to use. You're not going to use, Andrew Pond. You're going to use your name there, your signature there. So that's what you start out with, creating this message in Outlook. So if we go to Outlook, to create a new message, you click New. Now to create a signature for our message, you click Signature, then Signatures. And you see that I've already created some, but to create one, if you haven't created one yet, you click New and give it a name. So just, I named my first one Donna. And then you're going to fill in here the message that you want. And so you can see this is the message that I did before. You've got to have at least your name and some type of contact information. Your Herzing email, your Gmail, whatever, or a phone number, or both, and you can make those up. And I added a picture because I just wanted to see that you can add photos by clicking on the add photo. Well, if we have to go back to our new, let's go back to, and you have the option of clicking a picture, and then you look for the picture and insert it. And that's how you do a picture if you want. You don't have to, that's not required. But I do require your name, full name, and a contact information. So put your email. Then once you've done that, once you've created it, then you can click on signatures and pick that signature and it will add it. Then you would type the message here. Now you're to send it to 3 different people. You can make up email. Just make sure it's not your name, any of them. Then your email goes in the CC and it should be the same email that you've put in your signature. And then, of course, you would normally send it, but we aren't sending it. So you're going to take a screenshot. Once you've completed everything that has to do with that assignment, so if we go back, you'll see that you have to attach the puppy sale, and it's not the flyer that you had from week 3. It's the one that's here. So you click this one, it's a PDF, and that's what you're going to attach. And to attach a picture, you click on the little paper clip, find the picture that you've downloaded, and attach it. It even gives you the subject to use, so at least I think it does. Yeah, Peppy for Sale is the signature. I mean the subject. And if I get out of here, go back to Outlook, you'll see that I have drafts where I already created. I thought I already created one. I guess I didn't, but that gives you an idea. See, I have with the puppy picture. If we go back here to the recording, I've shown you all the ways to do it, so that if you have to, you can follow the numbers, and this shows you all the things that you need to do. And then this is the finished product. You've got your 3 people, you've got your email, you've got the subject and the attachment. And I just attached the flyer from week 3, but you want to use the one that's in the assignment. And then you change Lynchburg to your hometown, and have your signature with your name and an email or a phone number. And like I said, you could make that up. And those are the requirements for part 1. Now, it also tells you to change the theme of Outlook, and that's really, I don't really require that because I have no way to grade that. But here's how you change this theme. You click Objects, Themes, and choose Wisp. But like I said, I have no way of knowing whether you did that or not. But that's how you do that part. Then you take a screenshot, you paste it into Word, and you save it as W5, email, last name. And that's part 1. Now part 2, if we go back to, if we go back to the assignment, you'll see that part 2 is telling you to create appointments, and there's a whole table. You're going to create all of these next month. So you're going to go to the calendar, go to next month, whichever next month is, and this is where you're going to create all these appointments. To create a new appointment, you click New. Here you put in the subject, so we have the topic, which is the subject, we have the location, we have the date, so like first Saturday of next month, the category, and the color code. So if we go back to our untitled appointment, here's the subject, here's the location, here's the time if you want it all day, which the ones in the table are all day. You would click that. Now, there are no reminders for the ones in the table, so make sure you put none. If you leave it at the default, then you'll get it wrong because it does not specify a reminder for the ones in the calendar. Now the category is here, and you'll see that there are blue categories. I also created categories for Google and Twitter so that regardless of whether you just do blue category or Facebook, I will still see the color. So it's telling you to rename the category the blue category to Facebook. But either way, I will still be able to tell the color. And let's see what else it tells us to do. It's going to last 1 hour. Oh, no, this is an all-day event and using the color codes. So those are the ones in the table. Then you have to create a recurring appointment. So let me go back to my appointment. So this one is going to be an hour rather than, I think it starts at 9 and it's going to be for a whole hour, 9 to 10. It's going to have a reminder, which is 10 minutes. And it gives you the subject. Respond to all online comments, and the location is all social media sites. 10-minute reminder lasting 1 hour, and it gives you a recurring Monday and Wednesday for the whole month. To do recurring, you click on recurrence, and it gives you the hour. You're going to check Monday and Wednesday, and you're going to put a start date, which is going to be the 1st of next month, and you're going to do an end by, which is the last day of next month, so that you have it occurring every Monday and Wednesday. So when you click OK and you save it, then in Outlook you see it gives you the appointments Monday and Wednesday for the whole month. Then you're to delete one appointment. Delete one occurrence of the recurring appointment. So when I look at your appointments, I'll see if you have all of them and that you've deleted one of them. To delete one appointment, you right click, choose delete, but delete only the occurrence, not the whole series. If you delete the whole series, it'll delete all of them. So if you delete, then you see that you still have all the others left. And that's how you do that part. And let's see, it talks about changing the weather bar. To do that, you change, the default is Washington, D.C. You change it to your home town. And when you send me your calendar, I can't see that. So I won't be grading off for that because I have no way of seeing it. But I just want you to know how to do it so that you can then get local weather and stuff for your hometown. Now you're going to save the calendar as an ICS file. So you'd click File, Save Calendar, and you see it comes up with the option of an iCalendar format. That's an ICS. But if you just save here at this point, you won't get all of the appointments. You have to go to, excuse me. Sorry about that. And you click on options. So I clicked on more options. I want to do the specify dates. We're going to do the 1st through the last day of, next month, I'm sorry. Through the last day. And then you're going to click on this little arrow here and do full details. Click OK. Check and make sure it's one whole month next month when you set your appointments. If you don't do that, you'll be sending me an empty calendar. And remember, you're to name the calendar week 5 calendar last name. And then it gives you a preview of the completed calendar. And that's how you save it as an ICS file. Now, if you can't do that, if you aren't able to save it as an ICS file, then you're going to need to, I have to cough again. Hang on. Okay, you're going to need to take a screenshot of this calendar showing, of course, you'll have more appointments because you'll have done all the ones in the, let's see if I have a calendar here where I created the events, I think in 2016. There we go. So your calendar is going to kind of look like this with all the recurring events and the ones from the table. You need a screenshot of this whole thing, but you also need to show me that you did the options. So for instance, with this one, you want to show me that you have the start and finish, the location, the reminder, and that you have the subject correctly. And then for the occurrence, you're going to have to click on it and click on recurrence, and show me that you set it for the whole month, Monday and Wednesday. Remember, it's only one appointment for an hour on Monday and Wednesday for the whole month. And that will be what you have to turn in. You'll put all those screenshots in Word, and you'll name Word the W5 calendar last name. That is only if you're not able to save it as an ICS file. I know that Mac users won't be able to, so that's how you do that. All right, let's go back to, so in this presentation, this PowerPoint, I've given you step-by-step pictures so that you can follow the numbers to do everything that you need to do to create these appointments. And then your final appointment. And of course, it's not August 15th, it's next month. So depending on what next month is, that's the one, you just pick one to delete. And then I showed you how to save it with the numbers to follow. And then if you get the error message, the calendar you are saving does not contain any appointments. That means that you didn't save it, like I said, with more options and the specific date. So you'll have to click change date and go back through and correct the date. So you're going to save it as W5 calendar. You have this in your week 5 folder. You're going to compress the week 5 folder, which I'm showing you here, and that's what you will submit. And then I gave you some information for Mac users, and then also if you're using Office 365, I gave you a link in the weekly announcement to see how to create a signature in Office 365. That's all I have for now. I did create a checklist for when I grade your assignment, and I will post that when I post this recording along with the PowerPoint, so that you can see the checklist, so you can go through and make sure you get everything that I require in the assignment. And I'm going by the rubric that's attached to the assignment. So if we go back to the class, and if you want to see the rubric, you click on the assignment, and here's the rubric. So this is how I determine the points. Is this there's a description. It tells me how many points you get, what all you have to do to get 20 points for each thing. And that's what I'm going by, are the things in the rubric. So you can look at that also and see what is required for an A in each section. So see how they've divided it up into 3: the format, the calendar, and the email message. So those are the things that are required for this assignment. That's all I have for now. If you have any questions, please let me know.